Succession planning is a major buzzword these days, but generally I don't run across a succession plan that has actually broken down into a transition action plan with a date certain for the business owner to exit. So today I wanted to do a video talking about six key things you need to keep in mind when planning your family succession. Number one, don't operate in a vacuum. Get all the stakeholders to the table. Get your employees, your family members, your advisors. Get everybody that could be involved on the table and hear all sides. More than likely there'll be plenty of hurt feelings and turf wars. Just don't hold it too close to the chest because that'll hurt you. Number two, identify and select your successor. Once you've done so, the first thing you need to do is assess yourself and your own weaknesses and strengths in the context of, do you have the capacity to coach, mentor, and develop your successor? Secondly, assess your successor themselves. What are their weaknesses and strengths, and especially what are their expertise gaps in the context of making your company sustain and grow? Number three, help transition your relationships. Often I find business owners, they've had relationships with customers going back 20, 30 years, and they like to control those relationships. Your successor needs to be able to develop independent relationships with your key customers and suppliers. This is a critical part of your transition. Number four, do a financial analysis of the capacity of your business to be able to pay you money. Often I find business owners will want to get as much money out of the business as possible in a family succession, and they'll saddle the company with a lot of debt where the company can't operate day to day and has difficulty managing its various growth initiatives, and then sometimes pulling too much cash out ends up bankrupting the company. Number five, incentivize key employees. Oftentimes, you'll probably have key employees and they feel passed over because you're having a family member deservedly or undeservedly take over. So there'll be a lot of hurt feelings, and your business may be in a position where your key employees and your family members, your successors, may not necessarily be properly aligned. In fact, they may be adversaries without they even knowing them. So your objective should be to tie your key employees down before the transition, during the transition, and after the transitions occurred to make sure that your company's performance sustains. Often I advise clients to create a sinking fund with a vesting schedule as well as performance standards. Number six, do a transition action plan. Do the who, what, when, where, and how, assign accountabilities, and then monitor them. Now keep in mind, when you're doing this transition action plan, if a catastrophe occurs like a death or a disability, beyond insurance, you need to spell out who will be in charge and how the various roles and responsibilities will be handled during an accelerated transition. Rare Brain Capital helps companies improve performance and sell for maximum value. How ready is your company to grow or to sell? Want to know how you're doing? Get your free score plus customized report in just a few minutes at no cost or obligation. Visit rarebrain.com/score.